Are these villains super? In Falcon and the Winter Soldier. For a full breakdown on what we mean to qualify someone as a supervillain, check out this video. But basically, we're looking at the costumes and names of the villains to see if they qualify as super villains or if they're just bad guys. Batro is here again to try and get that, but he just doesn't do it. Honestly, he does even worse in this one, where this is just civilian clothing for a guy who likes purple. It's been a while since I've watched it, so I can't remember if they actually call him the Leaper. I doubt it, because I would have freaked out about that. So as is, not a supervillain. The Flag Smashers get a pass. This costume is minimal, and they often go by their individual names rather than calling someone the Flag Smasher like in the comics. But calling them the Flag Smashers in general, and they have something, so they do pass. We've got another one coming back. We got Baron Zemo, and this time, well, I don't think they ever call him Baron Zemo. They do make reference to the fact that he's a Baron, or was a Baron. And while he doesn't wear the mask for most of the time, he does wear it for a little bit, so I guess he qualifies as a supervillain. In fact, the thing that's making me hesitate most about it is the fact that he's helping our protagonist for most of the time, but since he's still pretty bad and has his own agenda, he still qualifies as a supervillain. This next one is a pretty big spoiler, so I guess stop watching if you haven't watched the series yet and don't want to be spoiled. Sharon Carter as the Power Broker, almost there with the name, but then she dresses normally. So unfortunately, this is not a pass for a supervillain. So out of 4 villainous entities, 2 of them were indeed supervillains. So that makes Falcon and the Winter Soldier pretty good on the list. I didn't talk about John Walker in this one because he does act as Captain America, so I didn't necessarily want to put him in the villain category. But if he was in the villain category, he does work. He has a costume and he gets called Captain America and later an agent, U.S. agent. So he would be a supervillain if you want to consider him a villain in this series, which I could argue either way for. I guess we get with him in one of those other aspects of supervillainy of whether his motivation is, if he has an anti-social mission or not. So he'd probably qualify more in the anti-hero definition, but we haven't formulated that definition, so we're not going to worry about it.